Okay, so on to the next track in Sonia's Young Soul Sundays. Well, we're doing it on Sunday today. It's supposed to be on Saturday, but we're doing it today. Anyway, this one over here is Ren Bittersweet Symphony. That's weird because we literally just came off the Verve Bittersweet Symphony. Let me find out Ren did his own version of the Bittersweet Symphony. That'd be mad. But yeah, okay. Without further ado, let's not keep you in ceremony. This is literally Ren Bittersweet Symphony. Oh, it says the Verve there. What a donkey. It literally says the Verve there. So it's obviously his own sort of cover of this. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't know. I just have a feeling that this is going to be better. I don't know. I'm just going out on a limb, guys. I have a feeling this is going to be better than the original. Maybe, maybe not. Let's go.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks,
I gotta say, literally speaking to me, because that's exactly me. In terms of me in comparison with comparing it to my friends, it was exactly the same. I literally get re-energized in the fucking morning. The morning is everything for me, and specifically when we used to go out fucking clubbing, you had no money, you spent everything going out clubbing, right? And you went for all those specials, the 2-for-1 fucking specials, and you're feeling a bit tipsy, and sometimes you're feeling a bit inebriated, but the majority of the times it was tipsy. I never really got inebriated much. But you would be out like at 5-6 o'clock when that sun starts fucking rising and everyone's fucking going to sleep. That's where you became the observer. And that's the great thing. That's one thing I've always noticed about Ren. Ren, what makes him so great as an artist is the fact that he's an observer. He looks at the world around him and he literally reflects on the world around him. Right? He looks at everything. He pays attention to everything, every single thing around him. Ren is kind of like the fucking August Rush, the real time August Rush. You know that kid that literally listens to everything and can create fucking music from just thin air, right? A bouncing basketball is something that he can incorporate into music, right? That kind of thing. Like Ren's that guy, the guy that can listen to everything, and everything, right, is part of his musical world, right? That's what I feel that Ren is about. He's that kind of observer, and that's why I connect with him so much. Because when I was in my 20s, I was that. I looked at the world very differently. When everyone else was sleeping, I was seeing what they weren't seeing, right? I was pondering on everything, right? In the early hours of the morning where everybody else went to get some shut-eye. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I really connect with this motherfucker. Anyway.
Falling off the sidewalks, get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know. This is the Britain I love. There's poetry.
Listen to what he just said over there. That's literally what I told you about in terms of him being an observer, man. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This dude's literally August Rush. He's literally that kid. He's literally that kid from August Rush, bro. Literally says fucking the sirens are like a symphony, they crescendo. Do you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Love that. And I love the fact that he's so sort of patriotic to Britain, right? He loves his country.
This is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside this city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with the head.
See how he observes everything and connects everything together, man. While the cost of living... while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. But that's why she's knocking them down, because the cost of living goes up. She needs to try and sort of numb herself because she's struggling to fucking feed herself and her baby. That's basically the message over there. He's just flipped it. It's so clever. Do you know what I mean? Why is she knocking them down? She doesn't need to knock them down. It's just because life gets so tough. She needs to sort of drown herself in drown her pain in the alcohol, because the cost of living just keeps going up. Probably shouldn't be spending your money on that, but at some point you need to sort of quell the anxiety and the fucking nerves, essentially. Find a little bit of peace, even if it's temporary. Do you know what I mean? So you see how he's just sort of intertwines and intermingles the political and the economical and the social all together, like he intertwines it like a modern day fucking Einstein.
I relate to politicians with the head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7, guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so
I love that I blow a smoke ring up to heaven, right? And makes a halo. That is fire. So what I like about what he's talking about that is if you actually think about blowing a smoke ring in terms of like, if you're thinking of God in terms of like, he wouldn't be happy. I mean, listen, we all fallen souls, but he wouldn't be happy with you destroying your body, or you destroying the temple that he gave you, right? Let's forget about the whole religious side of this. I'm just talking about in terms of the vessel that you've been given, right? It's like if you believe there is a God out there, he wouldn't be happy that you're destroying the temple that you're given. So essentially, blowing a smoke ring to a certain degree is kind of sinful in terms of you destroying your soul and then blowing that smoke up to heaven. But it becomes a halo. Firstly, because we're sinful beings, right? We're fallen souls. We make mistakes and things like that. And it's not because he's devilish in a way. He's just got he has got demons within him, as does everybody else, essentially. But, right, how does he get rid of those demons, right? He looks up. He always looks up. He realizes that he is an angel, right? Despite his sins, despite his I wouldn't call that too much of a sin, but I'm saying despite his shortcomings, right? He's still a halo. He still recognizes that he's part of something greater. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I mean, that's what I think he was meaning by that. But anyway.
My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. And if I don't sleep now, that's an anti-climax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out.
Wait. Go back.
Go to sleep now, that's an anti-climax.
No.
I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. And if I go to sleep now, that's an anti-climax.
Exactly, bro. Oh my god, this guy's literally me, bro, when I was 20. If I go to sleep now, what are you talking about? Go to sleep 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning? After a night clubbing? No, bro, I'm awake now. Sun's out. You know what I mean? Come on. It's time to fucking do the hopscotch on the fucking pavements. Do you know what I mean? And then it becomes an anti-climax when you're done with the paving and you go onto like tar road. It's like, fuck. I'll carry it on the other side of the street. Do you know what I mean? Come on, bro. I'm full of energy now. I love that.
Anti-climax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me. It's beautiful.
The fucking way he writes that. The people rise for work and the sun mirrors that? What the fuck? Fire.
A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me. It's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Jonky in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in the black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves the scratch at
This line over here, I feel, is a very, very, very powerful line. I mean, I don't know how many people have sort of looked into this line over here.
Beautiful. Jonky in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in the black suit.
No, I need to go back. Sorry, guys, I know this might be annoying, but
it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable.
There's beauty in a contradicting Britain, it's indisputable, right? And I kind of feel like that is such a subtle line in terms of you actually think of like the original, I mean, there was a group of them, right? But let's say the original like sort of colony, like colonizers essentially, so like Britain, Spain, Portugal, blah, 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 blah. There's a hell of a lot of beauty in there, but it's contradicting Britain. So in terms of like, it'll play into certain morals, into certain standards, into certain values, right? But there are contradictions in that and there's hypocrisies in that because a lot of that was built on the backs of other nations, right? you're not going to get too much into history because it is what it is, and it happened what happened, and you can't hold today's people by yesterday's standards, right? You can't judge today's people by yesterday's standards. So that's literally what he's trying to say over there. Is like, yes, there might be contradictions in the air and whatever else. It doesn't mean that the people aren't great. It doesn't mean that the people need to be sort of discarded as bad people because of the past that these buildings are built on, essentially, of these roads that are built on. It's still beautiful people. It's still a beautiful city. It's still, there's something great about this over here. But he also doesn't want to sort of just pass that off as if he doesn't know, or he is sort of ignorant about its sort of position in the world. Essentially. So I think that's where he's going through with that line. I don't know. But anyway, carry on.
Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in the black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a scratch at juvenile. Libby's at the goalies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When the sun starts shining, feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to be low. And I've said,
yep, that's so what happens. I mean, like, I haven't gotten into many fights. When I was in my clubbing days, I got into one fight. And not because of me, it's because somebody actually followed me, and I was actually protecting a friend of mine. Actually, it was a gay friend of mine that they were fucking harassing, and I fucking protected the guy. And then I said, listen, dude, let's just get out of here. And we went out, and this guy fucking followed me outside the club, and he fucking hit me once in the jaw. And from that point, I just saw red, and after that day, I never got into a fight again. I'm viciously ugly. When, like, I'm perfectly fine, I'm super diplomatic until I'll never throw the first punch ever. But if you throw a punch at me, all bets are off. It gets ugly. And that was the one time I had a fight. And after that, I swore to myself to never ever fucking fight again. Ever. To just walk away. Right? Anyway, carry on.
I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to be low. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind.
Fire. As the sun paints the pavement, I'll turn out the light? What the fuck? That is fire, bro. That is fire. He literally waited for the sunset. And as the sun sets, and literally as the sun... that description over there is just so colourful. Out for the night, the sun paints the pavement. Just his writing, his pen game is too great.
On the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like you forever.
To be real, your weather is shit. I can't do British weather. Yo, bro, I can't do that. I can't do the grey days. I can't. Psychologically, it fucks me up. Specifically coming from a sunny continent like South Africa. Well, South Africa's not a continent. It's a sunny country like South Africa. In a sunny continent like Africa. Nah, bruh. No. I can't, man. I need that sun. I need that sun. I need that vitamin D, bruh. And it can't come in pill form. It needs to come in the radiation waves. You know what I mean? Come on, bruh. I can't. I need sun, man. Let's go.
Said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like you forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather.
Bittersweet Symphony with birds of a feather. Like for like, essentially. So basically saying it's people like me that fucking, love where I come from. You know, it's the people like me that I mingle with in this city, regardless of color, creed, religion, doesn't really matter. But we're British, and that's all that matters to me. Fire track, man. Better than the original. I knew it was going to be better than the original because he literally takes it and he just deconstructs everything so differently, right? But the original obviously is tip top as well. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.